Alright, hi everyone, Mckaiser Dragon here, and today we are going to talk about the job part of Maplestory, meaning what you have to do every day to try to keep up and keep progressing once you hit level 200. So once you're level 200, every day you gotta do your bosses, and this is dependent on how many bosses you can do because it's also capped at 60. So the crystals you get for killing a boss and to sell at the one NPC in FM, the collector, is limited to 60 per character. So if you can do like 10 bosses a day, you'll be done in 6 days. If you can do like 12 bosses a day, you'll be done in like 5 days. So depends on how many bosses you can kill. If you can kill all the bosses, then you would prioritize the bosses that give you the most money. Let's see. Okay, so one thing I did forget to mention, I'm just gonna squeeze in here, is with the collector, you can sell items to him per character, meaning it makes it a lot more of a job to get more characters being able to do bosses. So, 60 a week for this character, 60 a week for another character, 60 a week for another character. And that's where it becomes like a real job because you're constantly doing bosses, constantly making level 200s, constantly doing this, constantly gearing them up. It's very expensive, but like even if you can only do like the basic bosses, like if you do that, what? Let's say you can do like 3 bosses, right? That's like 3 mil. And if you can do that on 10 characters, that's 30 mil. And that means every 10 days you're making 300 mil, which is actually a lot of mesos, which you can actually just keep funding yourself. But that's where the job part comes in back into play because leveling those characters will take a while until you can get actual good gear. I also like started to see that the level 140 set isn't as good as I thought it was, but it's a placeholder until you can afford something. Who knows? You might do a lower level, but that's all I want to add in there for now. Next is the Arcane. This is going to be your most taxing thing, other than bossing. How do I get there? Guide. Where are you? So this is how you get your 5th job character. Super strong. And I have yet to do this too. All the way. So you want to get your skills to max level. To get your skills to max level, you have to train. And you need the... I don't have any on me. It's not noted. You need node stones. So you can either buy them from the auction house or you can get them training. Really? Oh wow, that's interesting. Can we search regular node stones? Show you how expensive this is. Yes. So it doesn't seem that expensive, but when you're first starting out, 2 million, and this could change depending on your server. 2 million per one is a lot. And you're gonna need a few hundred. So that will cost you, like 200 mil or even more. One sec. Arcane Force. It's decent damage increase, and you get to train. Next is farming mesos. So bossing gives you a free amount of mesos, but you only get 60. So I think I calculated you can get like at least 1 or 2 bill every month. Right? No. I was getting 17 million a day. I'll bring up the calculator. Okay. Times 10. You get 170 mil every 10 days of doing that. And remember, you can't even do it every day. So another way to make mesos is to train and pick up the money. So I would pick up a permanent pet. Permanent pet so you can loot all the time. I would give it to Kana. Kana is the easiest farmer because you really don't have to do too much except for keep up your summons, and your summons will do basically the rest of the work, and all you have to do is loot. Yeah. And of course your link skills. Gonna be farming link skill characters. I talked about what link skill characters you should get. Damage first, and then the accessories I would do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, and it kind of isn't. Like doing your bosses can probably take like an hour or two, and then farming mesos, that can be the rest of the day. Also, there are also events. Events are another way to make good money, and coin events are like super annoying now because you gotta farm them, and then you can also farm them on multiple characters to try to make the most out of your money. Interesting. I'll have to do that one day. Let's see. Anything else? So yeah, that's the... And the last thing you can do, you don't need to do this, but you can still level up. Max level right now is 275. It will increase to 300 in the future. So yeah, this, the matrix, and just upgrading your arcane force will easily take up a lot of time. Mainly this. This is like the #1 most time consuming thing you can do if you don't have mesos. And while you're doing all that, you need to continuously upgrade your equipment. Another thing you can farm for is cubes. And how do we farm for cubes? Well, you gotta go to Arden Mill. You gotta learn a crafting. You gotta learn the other one. And you can... There's one where you can make cubes. And then the other way is to just go and search the maps. And, oh my god. Can you take me to a basic map? Good for you, I'm now on my Demon Slayer. And there should be, like, ores on the map. Probably should have went somewhere else. Kind of like this. You don't want the normal ores. You want the legendary ones. And the special legendary ones. It's like... You want to... You're gonna loot those, and they have a chance to drop a cube. They have the regular yellow cubes, and then the special ones have the Meister cubes, which is the purple ones, or whatever color they are. So yeah, that's another thing you can do. So yeah, after 200 it does become a chore, because training will take a lot longer. Like, the gap you need to get to 200 to 201 is already big. And then don't forget, every 10 levels, the gap you need for the next level will increase like so much more. So much more. Like, I probably needed... I have no clue. You can look up the charts, the EXP charts, to see how bad the increase is. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just farming. I would farm in an area that has elite monsters and bosses, which most areas do. There are some, but there are some areas that don't have that. So, because you want golden hammers, you want cubes. Yeah, these cubes are also good. I would rather, like, you'll farm more of these cubes than you will the other ones, unless you're searching for those. You're gonna need spell traces. Oh, the farm for spell traces, dear God. I mean, you can buy them. They're kind of cheap, but you're going to be spending your money everywhere, basically, because doing this, you gotta do this, and then you gotta star it. Starring it's where the money starts leaving your pockets. Yeah. I think that's basically everything. It seems like it's not a lot, but you gotta do it every day. Every single day. Or else you're just not gonna make it as far. And it's gonna take even longer, because the more you don't do it, the more behind you are. It's not like this is something you can't pay your way to get past. This is something you still have to do, which is the Arcane Force. And this, I mean, you can pay your way through this if, you know, you gacha and make money. But this, nah. You can't buy these. You have to do your daily quest. Do your daily 3 PQs for, which one is it? Is it, what? Oh no, it is this one. So so this one's for this one, which you gotta do your quest. This one you can only do from the PQ. This one you can do a PQ and you can do daily quests, but you only get like 3 daily quests for this one. And then this one you have to do a solo PQ that takes forever and only gives you like 1 or 2. Yeah, and then you gotta keep going. The faster you can get more Arcane Force, and to get to the other ones, the better. Reverse City is a great training spot for level 205 plus, because you can't get there till you're level 205. And you probably stay here till like 220, and then you can move on. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just rambling now. If there's any questions, leave a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. And a last thing you can do, which I totally forgot to talk about, is the auction house. This you have to keep going. No, you have to keep reselling your items. You gotta reclaim one of them just to list the rest. Hope it sells, right? And how do you make money from auction house? Well, you kind of have to live in it for like an hour or 2 a day, just researching. You gotta know your market. You gotta know what's selling, what's not selling. Is it worth your time to invest in it, or is it just wasting time? The other thing, you're gonna need either multiple accounts, or you're gonna need to spend money. I think spending money and getting VIP to a certain level will unlock more space for you. Other than that, you can only have 10 items in the auction house. Actually, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10. Well, technically 9, because they don't want you to resell items if you have 10 for some reason. I don't understand that. So yeah, you gotta go here, see what sells every day, because it's kind of weird here. It's not like the free, yeah, it's not like the free market where you can like keep tabs on stuff very, very easily. It's more, uh, it's more daunting in my opinion because there's no like, you can't offer on the item anymore. So the price can either increase or decrease or stay the same. It depends. It really does depend on the item itself. For common items, the price will probably decrease because everyone's here. Everyone wants to undercut everyone. But at the same time, do you really want to just sit here all day? No. So your item's there for a whole day. And then you have to come back in and change the price. So yeah. Also, you gotta know the name of the item. So you also have to spend time doing that. So you, as you can see, some sold for this amount, some sold for that amount. I would say none has sold for 8,000. And if we search, it's about the higher end. So yeah, learn your market. It is different without an FM, but this is probably the easiest way to make your mesos. So like you can farm up, try to find a weapon. Not that. No. What's it called? I forgot. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not in a good server right now. I think the two-handed sword is very expensive. Oh, yeah, mana cradle. Mana cradles are expensive. 10 mil for this one. That's actually pretty cheap. Oh, this is great. Oh, great. Mana taker. Mana takers. Oh, I was gonna say expensive. Well, yeah. So this one is 6 mil. The next one is 90 mil because it has a good substats. 150 mil for scrolled. No potential there though, or flame, rebirth flame. And yeah, you just gotta see, does it sell though? What does it sell for? 100 mil for this one, 80 mil for that one. You just gotta poke and prod. 30 mil for this? Excuse me? Wait, no, not 30 mil, 2 mil. Oh man, I wish I bought that. See, you can get some very good deals. But if you're doing FM, you gotta either constantly be there or just like clock in for like an hour at a time, at least like 3 to 7 times a day or something. I don't know. Depends on how you want to micromanage that. That's not my deal. So that's the end of the video now. So thanks for watching, and you know, do the things. Go to my Twitch. I'm streaming more. Go to my Twitch. Go to my Twitch and my Twitch, and don't forget the Twitch. Yeah, playing Raid Shadow Legends. Shows you how late I'm uploading this video. Bye.